Hi, everyone. Welcome to your Week 25 Modern World launch. And if you guys are on pace, we are starting our new project this week, and it's our Imperialism project. So this one, we're just going to launch the project, learn a little bit about what imperialism is, and what's going to be expected of you over the next 6 weeks. So first of all, what is imperialism? Imperialism is when a very powerful country, so places like Japan, England, France, different places in Europe, and then eventually the United States, when a very powerful country such as those takes over all or another part of a weaker country. So the smaller, weaker countries, and then what we'll learn about a lot is mainly the African colonies and what happened to those. So basically just the bigger countries trying to take over as much land as they could and rule all over the world. Imperialist countries do this to gain as many resources as possible. So they're looking for things like food, labor, wood, oil, other natural resources, just to become as big of a power as they can. Imperialist countries take over smaller countries by using money or military force. So they might go and try to buy them out, or they're going to just, if they say no to that, they're going to present their military and give them no option and just take over. And then eventually they use military force and kick out the existing government and just take over. So your compelling question for this project, so something that you should be thinking about the whole time you're working through these checkpoints and then through the final product, in the back of your mind, just be thinking, should imperial powers pay reparations to imperialized countries? So basically reparations are repayments or other support to help those who have been wronged. So do countries in Africa, should the people that took over them and imperialized them be forced today to repay them for what they did to them years ago? So just be thinking about that. If countries like Japan and the United States and England and the big countries, if they should be forced to pay back all of those smaller countries that they kind of brutalized years ago. So what we're going to do, the supporting questions that you're going to be working on throughout the project, and these are going to help you answer that compelling question, is how did imperialism impact people in imperialized countries? What is the legacy of imperialism? And what are reparations? And then what you're going to be doing for your final product is you're going to be doing an essay using documents to answer the compelling question. The purpose of this project, this is going to focus on the impact of imperialism on the people in Congo, which is in Africa, and India, and asks you to consider whether people or governments from imperialized countries should receive reparations from imperial powers. So what you're going to do is review some primary source documents and gather your evidence about the impact of imperialism. The focus areas that you're going to want to focus on to learn this content, there's 3 of them that are going to help you do this project. The first one is what were the causes of imperialism? The second is the scramble for Africa and case study on the Belgian Congo. And the third is the case study on British imperialism in India. So if you have not done those focus areas, I strongly suggest it at this time because that's where you're going to learn a lot of the content that you can then apply to the project. Checkpoint 1, which you should be working on this week, is on how did imperialism impact people in imperialized countries. So you are going to examine the sources on Britain and India. And as you can see from the red arrows, all of those sources are split up into 3 different things. So don't just rely on one thing. You're going to want to click into all of those. The introduction to imperialism, and then as it is in Congo and Belgium, and then again in India and Britain. So it was kind of different in different places, and you're going to want to click into those and get a different aspect. You're going to be getting feedback on your argumentative claim, which is your answer to the supporting question, and then how well you select evidence to support your claim. So this is what you're getting feedback on this week. If you have any questions, please reach out, but make sure you're using those documents in there to get actual evidence. What I'd like you to do for this week is just let me know in the Google Classroom, what is the compelling question that you will answer while completing this project? Don't take a guess. If you're not sure, go back and look at my slides because I tell you right there what the compelling question is. All right, thanks guys, have a good week.